Good morning, students. Let us study today about the continuation of essential nutrients. So, in the previous class, we have studied what are essential nutrients. Essential nutrients are required by the plant. They are required by the plant for the growth and metabolism. These are compulsory for the plant growth. Now, there are two types of essential nutrients. We were studying macro and micronutrients. Macronutrients and micronutrients. Among the macronutrients, we have seen that carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, calcium, magnesium, sulfur. These elements come under macro elements. Macro elements are needed by the plant in a greater amount. Okay. Then micro elements we have studied were iron, manganese, copper, molybdenum, zinc, boron, chlorine and nickel. So these are macro elements and these are the micro elements. Elements or nutrients. Now where are these essential elements present? They are present in the soil. And for whom they are required? They are required for the growth of the plant. So apart from the essential elements, there are 4 more elements called as beneficial elements. So beneficial elements. What are beneficial elements? Now these beneficial elements are some of the elements which are required for the benefit of the plant, like sodium, silicon, cobalt and selenium. These are the 4 elements: sodium, silicon, cobalt and selenium. These are called as beneficial elements. Now these elements, essential elements or the beneficial elements, help in performing several functions. So what is their role in the plant growth? How they are helping means they are helping in performing, they are helpful in performing functions, several functions in the plant. They are helpful in performing several functions in the plant. What are those functions? Like they maintain the osmotic potential. We have studied what is osmosis, osmotic potential. Okay, so they help in maintaining the osmotic potential or concentration of the cell sap. Cell sap is nothing but the cell fluid which is present inside the cell. Then they will help in maintaining the cell permeability. The permeability of the cell is maintained and they are helping in electron transport. So what is this electron transport? Electron transport is a mechanism by which energy related compounds are play a major role. Then you have enzyme activity. These elements are helping in the activity of the enzyme. So main functions of these elements are they will help in maintaining the cell osmotic concentration, They will help in maintaining the permeability of the cell. They are helpful in maintaining the electron transport energy related function, and then enzyme activities are also maintained by the plant. So all these are maintained in the plant because of the essential elements and beneficial elements. Now let us see here the different elements. Can you see here? So this is the soil from where the plant will get the nutrition. So what mineral nutrients are present in the soil? I told you macro elements. Can you see they are bigger in size than the micro elements. So these are macro elements and these are micro elements. So these blue colored ones are macro elements. These pink colored elements are micro elements, and these white color elements are beneficial elements. They are very few. Okay, now firstly we'll see what are macro elements. I told you carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, calcium, magnesium and sulfur. These are 9 elements are macro elements. Now carbon, hydrogen, oxygen generally we see in the atmosphere. Carbon dioxide, water, like this we find the presence of carbon, hydrogen, oxygen in our regular environment. Whereas nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium is added to the soil in the form of NPK. Have you heard about the chemical fertilizers? So in the chemical fertilizers generally we get in the form of NPK. Like chemical fertilizers, how we add to the soil, we get a fertilizer which is rich in NPK. NPK means nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium. They enrich the soil with the nutrients. Calcium, magnesium, sulfur. These are all the 3 elements which are also present in the, these 3 elements are also present in the macro elements. They are seen in the soil. They help in the plant growth. Now micro elements. Micro elements are iron, manganese, copper, molybdenum, zinc, boron, chlorine and nickel. So these how many? 8 elements are micro elements. So micro elements are 8. They are iron, manganese, copper, molybdenum, zinc, boron, chlorine and nickel. All of them are present generally in the soil. Now sodium, silicon, cobalt and selenium. These 4 elements are called as beneficial elements. Macro and micro elements together you are calling them as essential elements, whereas sodium, silicon, cobalt, selenium are called as beneficial elements because they benefit the plant by their presence in the soil. Okay, it is very important that you know the different elements which are present in the soil. Coming to the deficiency. What is deficiency? So today we will see one more DEFI CIENC. So what is this deficiency? Deficiency is generally represented as if one of the essential element, if one of the essential element which is required for the plant growth is retarded, then you call it as a deficiency. Retarded means decreased. If that element is in a less quantity, then you call it as a deficiency. An element is deficient when it is present in the low concentration. So if an element is present, an element is present in low quantity or concentration than required critical concentration, you term it as deficiency. That means if you require an element 1 milligram And if that element is present in a lower quantity, that means if it is present in 0.5 mg, but plant needs this element 1 mg, that means this is the critical concentration, that means it is required by the plant, then the growth of the plant is enhanced. So if 1 mg is critical concentration and any element which is present less than the critical concentration, then this less concentration, if the element is present, you call it as deficiency. Okay. So if selenium is required by the plant in 1 mg and if it is present in the soil in 0.5 mg, then you call it as a deficiency. So any element if you take and if it is not present in the required amount and its concentration is less than the required amount, you call it as deficiency. Okay.